Hello everybody and welcome to the penultimate round of the Kickstart Energy Junior 1000 Rally Championship here at Cadwell Park. It's wet and greasy conditions for the drivers to deal with, and with the championship leader Peter Van absent, it leaves the door wide open for Josh McAleen, Tommy Meadows and the returning Ewan Tyndall to close in on the championship lead. So let's go down to the start line and get on with the action. Josh McAleen knew that he needed a win to keep his championship hopes alive, and he was doing just that as he set the fastest times on the opening stages. Newly crowned UK Young Rally Driver of the Year, Tommy Meadows, set some good opening times in the first two stages to put himself in third position overall. After a few wins in the Scottish Championship, Ewan Tyndall came back to the English Championship with some good momentum and set some good times in the opening two stages to go second place overall. After a great third place in the last rally, Alex Tentori was looking for a repeat at Cadwell, but a mistake on the first stage would leave him down in sixth position. Tom Rawlings' pace in his rookie year has been very good, and after some good times on the first few stages, found himself high up the leaderboard. Alex Holliday was on a charge on stage 1, but after completing a successful first loop around, he slid and hit the tyres on his second loop round. That would lose him over 20 seconds and put him well down the leaderboard. James Hall was showing his experience around Cadwell, and after setting some quick times in the opening two stages, found himself in a very impressive fourth place overall. After heartbreak at the last rally, Eddie Lewis was looking to improve on his solid pace at Cadwell. George Sheard was pushing a little bit too much on the opening stages and lost about 30 seconds after a 360 spin on the opening stages. After making some technical improvements to his car, Adam Ripper was now not only looking for a finish, but a top 10 result. Dan Cohen made a steady start in the tricky conditions as he was still getting used to his new Peugeot 107. Rookie Louis Price Edwards was also getting to grips with the tricky conditions. Riley Banks felt more at home back on the track and was looking for a solid finish. Jack Hartley was also returning to the championship and was showing his good pace, ending up as third quickest micro after the first two stages. After a successful stage 1, Stephen Jones pushed a little bit too hard on stage 2, going off onto the grass banking. This lost him several minutes overall. So an early look at the leaderboard shows that Josh McAleen has a slim 9-second advantage over Ewan Tyndall, with Tommy Meadows in a solid third position. James Hall has made a good start in fourth, and there's a good battle emerging between Tom Rawlings and Alex Tentori for fifth place. The rain continued to pour as the drivers started stage 3, but Josh McAleen was still able to set the fastest time. Ewan Tyndall pushed hard to close down the gap at the top, but would end up losing a further 9 seconds to Josh McAleen. Tommy Meadows continued to charge on stage 3, but would be stopped behind a stranded Alex Holliday, and that would lose him over 30 seconds. Alex Tentori was really enjoying the conditions and would move up the leaderboard after stage 3. Tom Rawlings would continue his good pace, but after being stuck in traffic, he would lose a position on the leaderboard. James Hall had a solid run and was able to close the gap to 3rd place. Eddie Lewis was having a good mid-pack battle with Jack Hartley and George Sheard after stage 3. The technical improvements were really working for Adam Ripper, because after stage 3 he found himself 2 seconds off the top 10 finish. Dan Cohen continued his steady pace as he gained valuable seat time in his new car. Louis Price Edwards continued his pace and stayed out of trouble on stage 3. After some good pace, Riley Banks was in the top 10 after stage 3. Jack Hartley continued to move up the leaderboard and was closing in on 6th position. And finally, Stephen Jones continued to push his little micro to the limit as he tried to recover from his earlier incident. Following an incident from the senior drivers, the organisers decided to cancel stage 4 for time, meaning that the leaderboard now looks like this. Josh McAleen leads with 18 seconds over Ewan Tyndall, with Alex Tentori the big mover up to joint 4th place. As the drivers set off for the start of stages 5 and 6, Josh McAleen continued to dominate at the top of the leaderboard, with times that would be fastest on both stages. Ewan Tyndall drove very solidly to cement his 2nd place going into the final stage. As always, Tommy Meadows continued to push his micro to the limit as he tried to establish himself in a solid 3rd position. However, Alex Tentori also had his eyes set on 3rd place, and despite a little moment with the tyres, would also close the gap to Meadows in 3rd place. Tom Rawlings also increased his pace as the day went on, as he got used to the tricky conditions. James Hall was the biggest mover across stages 5 and 6 as he closed the gap to Tommy Meadows to go tied for 3rd with 1 stage to go. Eddie Lewis was also showing strong form as he looked for a top 10 finish. George Sheard was also moving up the leaderboard over stages 5 and 6 as he was trying to close the gap to Eddie Lewis in front. Another driver improving his pace as the day went on was Adam Ripper. Dan Cohen was getting to grips with his new car and was enjoying the slightly drier conditions. We're now on board with Louis Price-Edwards as he takes on stage 6. Louis continued his neat, clean driving style to finish the stage without a problem. Riley Banks was looking for a second finish in a row, and he kept his nose clean over stages 5 and 6. Jack Hartley was having an impressive return to the championship in 7th and was still trying to close the gap down to Tom Rawlings in 6th place. Stephen Jones continued to go flat out in his micro and put on a great show for the spectators. So a look at the leaderboard after stage 6 shows that Josh McAleen has now increased his lead to 48 seconds over Ewan Tindall, with James Hall and Tommy Meadows tied for 3rd position with only one stage to go. Also looking to challenge for a trophy was Alex Tentori sitting in 5th. As the drivers started stage 7, the darkness was bringing a new challenge to the young drivers. First to emerge was Josh McAleen, who would go on to win the rally by extending his lead to 58 seconds.
Now, into the hole, back, so we go round the bale. Right, so this is Josh. Yeah. It's like a white car with a black stripe down the back.
Ewan Tindall kept neat and tidy and came away with an excellent 2nd place finish.
What's happened? Got this hairpin. Now, let's handbrake. Job, flick the thing round the handbrake. So, off the top of the hill, then you've got to I've seen them flick it round the handbrake. Some will just drive.
Tommy Meadows took it slightly easier on this difficult stage as he tried to get through without making any errors. However, it would be a disaster for his rival in 3rd, James Hall, who had a broken drive shaft which ended his rally and his chance of a first podium finish of the season. With nothing to lose, Alex Tentori was a man on a mission and pushed hard to finish level on time with Tommy Meadows for 3rd place.
Way down on the time, 1 minute and 9 seconds.
Eddie Lewis kept out of the grey stuff to have his best finish of his rookie year. This was Tom Rawlings' first drive in the dark, and he did an excellent job with an impressive stage time. It was another typically neat and tidy stage from Adam Ripper as he came through without an issue to finish his 8th consecutive rally of the season. Dan Cohen was delighted to finish the rally in his new car and looked to improve on his pace for the next rally.
Right, this is Dan Kerwin, who's I think having a learning day today.
It was also a new experience driving in the dark for Louis Price Edwards, who also set an impressive time.
That's the 107. About the second or third event, Dan's got it in 107.
Riley Banks was also delighted to finish another rally as he looked to gain experience for next season's campaign. Jack Hartley also impressed on the final stage results as he finished as the third highest micro. And the final finish of the day was Stephen Jones, who thoroughly enjoyed driving in the dark. So confirmation of the final result showed that Josh McAleen won the rally by 58 seconds after being the quickest driver on all 6 stages. Amazingly, Tommy Meadows and Alex Tentori were tied for third place, but the honours would go to Tommy Meadows after he was quickest on stage 1. So Josh, we've now finished the penultimate rally of the year. We're so close to the finale. 1 week and you're coming home strong.
Yeah, it's been a good day so far. Well, it has been a good day. We're looking forward to Anglesey next weekend. Everything went to plan today, so yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Win by, I believe it was a minute. It was just like, it was incredible pace today.
Yeah, it just clicked from the word go, so yeah, we're happy with it and definitely looking forward to next weekend.
So you and the penultimate rally of the season is now over and you've returned to the English Championship in style.
Yeah, after had a good break from the English Championship, but now back and finished second was good. Maybe not the position that I want to be, but it helps with the Championship.
Has it helped you with your nice run of wins in the Scottish Championship, the momentum bringing into this rally?
Yeah, I was hoping for a win coming in here, but I'll take a second definitely. You know, conditions being tricky to learn the circuit, but I'm happy.
And finally, I mean, obviously dark stages. How was it? What was it like driving in the dark? I think it's the first time for you this season.
It's always good. Good driving in the dark. You know, something new, not just day, and it's good setup for Anglesey.
So Max, your brother's got in a second. How well do you think he's done today?
Very good.
Thank you very much, Max. So that's it here at Cadwell Park, with all the junior drivers showing their skill out on tricky stages. So I'll see you all next time.